Welcome back to another episode where I answer a YouTube comment.
ARTHEO ends the game. Keep fucking stalling their backs. Stall the backs. Stop the ports! Stop the ports! Stop the ports! Stop the ports! ARTHEO!
Alright, here's the question. ARTHEO bro, can you make a video explaining what items to go against what matchup since there are too many items Volley can go? That is true. Volibear is a unique champion in that way. He can go whatever you want him to go. If you need him to go AP, AD, hybrid, or tank, it really depends on the situation of game and what role you're playing. So when we focus on my playstyle, the Stormbringer playstyle in the top lane, um, I can share with you my experience, what matchups and what items you want to run and all that stuff. I'm going to break it down in categories. So let's just head over to the tier list maker or whatever you call it, and we'll talk about it. All right, before I get into this, I want to talk about the ban or dodge. So these are the champions that I tend to ban or dodge. Jax, Vayne, Alawi. Now, Alawi is more commonly picked than Jax and Vayne. So I'm always going to ban Alawi. And the main reason is because a lot of people spam her in every single one of my games. And to be able to face this champion over and over every game is a complete miserable experience. So I'd rather just dodge Jax and Vayne games, even though they're harder to face than Alawi. Um, but you just don't really see them as often. You actually see Jax more than Vayne, but if you ever see these type matchups, this is what you want to do. You want to ban or dodge. So even though with Alawi you can dodge her tentacles, you're always gonna get lucky maybe 1 or 2 games with her. If you get a solid lead on her, you're good. Um, but to do it over and over every single game is just completely miserable, and you're just going to want to take a break for the day. So, yeah, so these are the 3 that I recommend to ban or dodge. All right, now I'm going to assign a champion in each category. So we're going to start with Trundle. He's being abused a lot in the top lane. So we're going to do that. All right, so now I got Trundle assigned in each category. So he's up close, range, tank, movement, on hit, combo, heal. He doesn't have shield. Volibear does. So I'm going to assign Volibear in here. All right, so this is all of Volibear's assigned categories here. So he's pretty much all of them. So Trundle's missing one. All right, so here's what we want to do. We want to put, we're going to compare the two. So we're going to put versus. I'm going to throw another Trundle in on this side, even though he doesn't have shield, but it's going to help us like see the matchup comparison. All right, so now I got the Trundle versus Volibear in every single one of these, and now I'm just going to put an L or a W next to them on each of these. All right, so there's just one L right here. It's a shield department. So when you see this, this right away tells you that Volibear has the upper hand. And what this means is this means you have to make trades with Trundle. All right. So we're gonna grab his E, which is what gives him the shield. So Volibear wins right here. If he were to fight Trundle uh, using shield only, this ability right here is gonna destroy him. And not only that, this has slow, this controls movement. So that's very good. So automatically, Volibear wins in terms of movement control. So that's a W there. So another movement control is his Q. So we're going to throw that in there. And his ult also slows the target. So win. So right now, this tells you right away, movement, shield is how you're going to beat this guy. So you want to make trades and combo. Combo is very important. So we're going to throw this in there. This, his W is a combo, his ult. And we're going to throw in another W in there on this one. Put it up close here. And there you have it. So now we're going to put the L on the ones that he loses. And that's what it looks like. So he loses in the movement, he loses in the combo, he loses in the shield. So you're gonna win by making trades with this guy. And how you do that, you wanna go Iceborne and push it even further. So Iceborne's gonna help you land your E better every single time. Guarantee that burst damage and being able to get the shield off on yourself while fighting him. All right, so I've added Iceborne in these 3 slots here. So now we have tank. So we have a tank item. So we're going to drop that in tank. And then we're going to use his ult. His ult increases his health. It gives bonus health. Iceborne scales with health, so your frost fields are slightly bigger. So that's that. And not only that, sustain with the E, the shield. So we're going to put that in there. He's going to be able to sustain. And his W allows him to sustain as well. So you're pretty tanky. You got better movement. You got a better combo. And you win but just because you have a shield. So Trundle loses that. Even though, let's talk about Trundle's tank stats here. So he doesn't really have any tank stats, but he has drain, so he can drain a tank. So this is very dangerous right here. He can drain a tank, and this movement speed allows him to stay on top of you, and he's got the slow, so he can land the on hit. So when he runs items like Bladed Ruin King or Divine, which are anti-tank, so these 3 alone are a deadly combo versus Volibear. So this is where Volibear would actually lose if he went head on. But because of Iceborne, Volibear can kite that out and win. So Volibear can lose if he fights during this time. So I'm gonna put that a win for Trundle, but Volibear can kite him out and win once the drain is done. So I'm gonna put that a win for Trundle. Another thing is we got on hit. So when he goes Bladed of Ruin King, this automatically tells you that you need to compete with his attack speed. So you go Nashes. That's what we want for attack speed, and that's going to allow you to compete with that. So when you have Iceborne, kiting his Bladed of Ruin King out and all the attack speed, and you land your E combo, you're going to win. So you got magic damage. AP makes the shield stronger. And then once you land this combo, your passive is going to kick in. That's another on hit. Basically, Nash's and his passive is it's the same thing. His passive is basically a Nash's too. So these two synergize really well together. So when you land your Q and E combo, you stack that passive and then you'll start shredding them down with all that attack speed. So I'm going to say Volibear wins in this department once you get that item. But before that, you got to play it safe. Let's talk about the heal department. So we got Bladed Ruin King, Divine gives healing. If he goes to Ravenous, that can play a factor. So what you want to do with the breaker style, we run Morellos. I don't run Thornmail. I don't run Sunfire. Those are the two items. And the reason why, because I want to be able to attack the tower without the tower attacking me. I want to be able to take the tower right in front of them, walk out, and there's nothing they can do about it. And I want to be able to have the ability when to apply the anti-heal and not have Thornmail apply it while I'm trying to break the tower. So that's why I don't run Thornmail and Sunfire for that reason. But they're very good items. You can definitely run them. They're optional. But this is what I run to deal with all of this. So when you have Iceborne kiting them, and you got Nashers slapping them 100 miles an hour, this is an automatic win for the Volibear. So the Volibear wins um, in this. So you just you shit on Trundle with this. You can go Demonic. That would be even more. So every time you W, you're applying the slow plus the burn combination. And then auto attacks are pretty much shredding them down, applying anti-heal and magic pen. Um, so yeah, you're gonna automatically win. The only thing you gotta look out for is his ult. Being under all this movement speed, attack speed, and slow is very deadly during the time of his ult. Because once he pops that and auto attacks you to death, you're gonna lose. So you got to be able to kite that out. Don't fight him during that time. You're just gonna lose. So he's pretty much a tank shredder because of his ult. So when he runs like divine during that time, just watch out. But overall, Volibear wins. So let's talk about up close and range. Let's see. So he has a pillar. So the pillar is a range. Let's see, it's right away. So let's compare that to Volibear's range and his E. The E is delayed. So instant versus delay, I would say Trundle wins, and it's hard to predict. So you're always going to get hit with that. So the moment you get hit with that, you got to be careful. You got to try to get out of it ASAP. Um, this is easy to dodge, but if you're in the bush, you can burst him down. He's not going to be able to predict where it is. So I would say damage-wise, Volibear wins if you land it. Damage-wise with this, he's not. He has to get close to you and auto attack you. Um, let's see. So when you land like your Q E combo during the time that he pillars, you're gonna be able to get out no problem. These are like your escape abilities. You drop these on them and run out, you're safe. So I would say Volibear wins in this department. Um, even though he has movement, you should be able to stop this and try to get out of there. Range wise, Volibear's passive is range, hitting the wave and just, hurting him from a distance, especially when you have like Morellos or like Oblivion Orb. This can kind of help you poke him down from a distance. Trundle doesn't really have a way to get to you distance wise. He's 100% up close, but this does help him get close to you. If you're stuck in it, you're jammed in it, like pinned against a wall with this pillar, it can be troublesome. But overall, Volibear pretty much wins that. So I'm gonna give Volibear a W on that, and a loss for Trundle on that one. Up close, I'm gonna say Trundle wins when he's under the effects of all of pretty much his abilities and his ult. So Trundle wins up close. Volibear doesn't. So Volibear is forced to kite. Volibear is forced to make a trade with him. Trundle wins the all-in. But Volibear wins after the first trade or combo or whatever. The second time you guys fight or third time you guys fight, if you make solid trades against him, that's where the Volibear will win. So, this is not enough for the Volibear to win an all-in against Trundle. So you have to make the combos and then go all-in. So I would say Trundle wins the all-in here. So that's the only thing you got to worry about there. So put a W there for that and a loss for the Volibear. So you can automatically see up close combat and tank stats are what you got to look out for. He can pretty much shred you down. So these are the two threats here. Okay, everything else, Volibear wins. So you automatically know what you need to do and what you need to build. You can see these items already in here for you. So this is what I recommend that you do for every champion. Put them in the assigned categories and see what their weakness is and see what you need to do. Do you need to make trades? Do you need to go all in? And all that stuff. So that's pretty much what I do. So if you're stuck, make yourself a chart like this, do your homework on their abilities, understand them more, and see what you can do against them as Volibear. All right, so here we got a game example, Volibear versus Trundle. So I'm going to show you how I tend to build my itemization against this champion. So it's the same thing as in the categories that I listed for Trundle, right? For every champion that you're against, you got to put it in those categories, and it's going to help you figure out which items, what runes and stuff to run. You can see here I got my standard runes here that I tend to play for my playstyle, the Shrinebreaker playstyle. Got Grasp, Demolish, Second Wind, Overgrowth, Nimbus Cloak, Gathering Storm. We hit him with a fat combo here. Got Ignite, Ghost. Alright, Kane should be able to go in here and get him. Yep. So we got a Sheen. We pick up a refillable. Head back to lane. And another thing I want to mention is whenever he does his movement speed thing, you want to get out of there ASAP. Okay, you want to go in there and make a combo, get out, make trades with Trundle. You don't want to all in until your all in window. Usually when you have your ult, ignite, ghost. But for right now, you always want to get your W off. You want to land a combo like I'm doing right now. He's dead at this point. See that? But that's what you want to do. You want to poke at him, get him low enough, and then go in. Land your E and Q is how you get away. So once you land that, there's nothing you can do about it. Got the chain best, so I'm good. At this point, there's no way Trundle can win. With these items, there's no way he's going to be able to win. So I know I have the upper hand at this point. Alright, so get out of the thing. And you hurt him. And now he's damaged down. We should be able to go all in on this guy. Ignite him. Ult, boom. He's dead. Got Ghost to get in and out of that tower range. So looks like he's actually going for Trinity Force. Now that's another thing to talk about. I was not expecting him to. He's kind of building kind of wacky right now, because in my opinion, PTA is better with like the tankier build. So Iceborne would be better. Would be better. He should be building Divine against me, not Trinity. Trinity is kind of bad. So in this case, when I see this in this situation, this tells me already what AP item I need to build against him. And that's going to be Nash's. I need to be able to compete with his attack speed. And since he doesn't have lethal tempo, it's going to be even better for me. With the Nash's attack speed on the passive, I'm going to be able to beat him one-on-one. Even through his abilities with the extra attack speed that he gets. Alright, so looks like I'm just going to go focus on getting hullbreaker. So I got enough attack speed to compete with Trinity. And since he doesn't have lethal tempo, there's no need to rush the Nash's. If he had lethal tempo, I would consider rushing Nash's. Again, we just want to slow somebody and kite. So we're focusing the jungler. That's number one. Want to focus him. I don't know why nobody's attacking him. Finally, okay. Got the rift, that's all that matters. Alright, so we're gonna drop it mid because dragon's up. And I dive. Alright, so we got nobody able to defend this, so we should be able to get all of this down. Right now I'm God mode. Right? At this point I'm God mode. Focus on the inhibitor. It's fine, I'm just gonna... Alright, Zed is dead. I'm gonna go in. Keep going. Back off a little bit, and we're gonna focus on Lee. We got Ghost. Should be able to kill her. Boom. I'm running out of mana though, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna slow and have my teammates finish Trundle off. There we go. Alright, so here's the thing. Let's rewind this for a minute. I keep telling my team, don't grief. Don't grief the Baron here. Baron's here. We got this. Let's do this. Instead, my team just overstaying and all this stuff. This is bad. So I immediately go there. Because, you know, I'm pretty much the strongest right now. I see a window. Oh my god. Out of nowhere. Ult in. I'm gonna get this Lee. One bite, one slow is all it takes. Too much to handle. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and focus. Kane's still going in, so I guess we're gonna go and fight. Fuck it, you know, I'm not afraid. See, all the CC you're doing, it just makes it so much easier for your team. The more you can control the crowd, the better. Alright, so at this point, I made the decision to go anti-heal. I was going to finish Nash's, but then I saw what Trundle is building. Trundle is building Ravenous. Okay, so at this point, when he gets that item, he has his lifesteal, plus his bite. That's a lot of healing per, you know, auto attack and all that. So I'm going to get the Morellos. So what this does with Volibear is his lightning chain applies it. So you can apply it from a distance, hitting it off the wave. And you can also apply it in your combo because his passive travels through his Q, W, and then you get your magic damage from your E, and also AP scales with his ult, combining it to physical damage. So, so yeah, it works through all of this. So when you do the Q and E combo, you're applying that anti-heal. And the nice thing about Morellos, once you get Morellos, Zed comes in here with a cheap shot, by the way. I did not know he was that strong. Looking at his the scoreboard here, I'm looking at his kills. He's also got this item. This item's a pretty hard counter to the Volibear, so unlucky there. He's got a lot of ability haste too. So we're gonna have to deal with Zed later. So basically with Morellos, the nice thing about Morellos is it has Magic 10. And it also has health, which is really good for Iceborne. Iceborne scales with health. And we have Demolish, so Demolish is scaled with health. Morellos is an overall good item. It's actually slept on and underrated on Volibear. And I take it instead of Thornmail for the Breaker style. So I'm not saying Thornmail is not good, it's good, but not for my playstyle. My playstyle, I'm all about walking up to the tower and taking damage from a target without the tower targeting me. So that's the whole reason why I go Morellos over like Thornmail. Because Thornmail is going to cause the tower to attack me. I don't want that. I want to be able to hit the tower and there's nothing they can do about it and I walk out. And I also want to decide when I want to apply the anti-heal. And the reason why I choose Morello's over any other anti-heal like an AD anti-heal is simply because in this matchup I need to compete with his attack speed. He's got Trinity. Um, so having more AP on the passive is going to give me more attack speed. So that's why you want to go that route. Alright, so you can see here that noise that you heard. I basically bought this right here, over on the left you can see this, the sorcery pot, the elixir thing there. That right there gives true damage. You can't read it because I got overlays and shit, but it basically gives true damage to towers and champions. So it gives you a little extra AP too. So it's really good when you're going like Iceborne and you don't have like any like true damage. It's really effective into like tanks. There's not exactly any tanks on our team, except for maybe the support, get that item. You're gonna like shred right through the resistances. So like play the steel caps is not gonna be good against the sorcery pot. So we're gonna go ahead and push this. Everybody's busy here. So I'm gonna get this tower. Get another tower. Got Trundle coming up here, but there's nothing he can do about it. He goes all in on me with Ignite and everything. So I just kite him out and go back in. And I'm fighting him and everything. You get the bonus attack speed if it's not doing anything. My anti-heal is working against him. Zed coming in here to finish the job. There's no getting away here because he's got a slow item. So that's fine. We did our job. We got tower, we got inhibitor. It's going to make our job easier. Got the Baron spawning soon. Alright, so I got this here. So we're getting closer to Nash's. We got Morello's now. So you can see here, Magic Fen, 200 health, quite a bit of AP. So you got Magic Fen and attack speed because of your passive, plus anti-heal. So this is a beautiful item against Trundle or any kind of healing, Lee Sin. We got another item here with the Zed. It's just a beautiful thing. And you can get extra burst damage on the squishies with the Q&E combo. So everybody's busy here at the Baron. And this is where I'm going to go in for the big boom. Shrinebreaker special. Push this wave, I might as well, jump in. Boom. Kite out. Everybody's trying to stop me here. Nobody stopped the force. So we're going to have to come back for that tower a little bit later. Kite out. They're not going to win this. Jungler comes in to save the day with me. There you go. Looks like I almost got Nash's here. Yep, I got Nash's now, and I told everybody, start the Baron, I'm going to be there. His Zed's already here looking to make a play. I'm coming. I ghost in. Looks like they had it covered. No problem. Got the Baron. Kind of a waste of a ghost, but hey, I would rather secure the fight. Looks like nobody's there anyway, but I don't know that. So I'd rather ghost in and make sure we secure that. Ghost is on a low cooldown anyway, so I'm going to get that baby up in like a minute. Alright, looks like the tower is gone. I did not see that. So let's go back. What happened to that tower? What happened to the tower? When did that happen? When? Oh, okay. Winions. So let's take it. We're going to watch this. So while I won that fight down there and I went back, this whole wave pushes up for some reason. Or this wave, actually. So while everybody's doing the Baron... Oh, wait. Tower's gone again. What the hell? Oh. So while I was fighting, the supers were doing the job and nobody was here. So technically, that's me. I technically did this. Because nobody's stopping the minions that I had up there, or the next wave that came up while they were too busy chasing to trying to kill me. Like this is huge. So I did not see that. I wasn't aware of that, but that's fine. I did it. The Nexus towers are down. All right, fast forward this. All right. So back to the Baron part. Focus on taking this tower. Looks like everybody's up here gonna end the game. So it looks like that's it, guys. So just like that. So you can see itemizations. I do it based on um, their runes, and basically their abilities. So take the time to study each champion that you face. And you don't have to go over every champion, but go over champions maybe that you struggle against or champions that you see often in your lane. Put them in each category and decide what do you need? Do you need attack speed? Do you need heal cut? Do you need this? Do you need that? Make a decision based on what they're building. That's what the game's all about.